Bayern Munich booked a place in the semi-finals today. A 0-0 draw against Sevilla, enough to see Jupp Heynckes' side through 2-1 on aggregate after that victory in Spain. Didn't exactly set the world alight, did it, this game?
As inspiring as some of the other games were, this was the complete and utter opposite.
The other three were brilliant.
Yeah. This was boring. It was dull. There weren't too many chances. There weren't that many goals compared to the rest. Bayern did go through. The objective at the end of the day is to win over the two legs and qualify for the semi-final. But, I mean, totally uninspiring. And there's not a team going into this draw, I don't think, is going to be overly worried about playing Bayern Munich.
I think it's very difficult to judge how good Bayern are at this stage because, you know, it's not their fault. It's not your fault when you get lucky, but they've had breaks at every stage. Against Besiktas, the guy getting sent off after 15 minutes when it's 0-0. Here, certainly the way the first leg went with those two goals, and you know, so it's maximum result with minimum effort. And I'll tell you what, Bayern, if this matters, Bayern are also really, really well rested. They've been rotating so many players that a lot of these guys don't have a lot of minutes in there. Look at the semifinals. I wonder to what degree that could make a difference.
Yeah, I look at Bayern. I think they have a lot of attributes and a lot of tools that can cause other teams problems.
We haven't really seen them on display, have we?
No, we have to believe that they're there.
Like,
they haven't needed them.
I haven't seen their tools in action.
They play during the Premier League, so if you switch over from the Premier League, you get a chance.
Yes, and I understand that, but you look at Borussia Dortmund, and surely you can't tell me that Borussia Dortmund are anywhere near the level of these teams that are remaining.
But I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that I have seen some of these players play consistently. There's been, you know, Bayern's had a weird season because they've had injuries. They haven't necessarily had their full run of players, and now they're getting everybody back, and they've been able to rest the ones that have played. I don't look at Bayern and think, gosh, they're going to be a walkover against someone. I think they're going to cause a lot of people problems because they have tools that can. Lewandowski can score a goal. Muller can find gaps. You've got Kingsley Coman on the wing. You've got Robin and Ribery. You've got players that are especially good at breaking down.
So then, Brian McBride, you know what the next question is going to be.
Yep.
You take a look at the odds.
Yep.
For you, are Bayern Munich going to win the tournament?
No, I don't have them as favorites.
Whoa! You just gave us all that love.
But I'm saying that, look, I mean, they get drawn with Roma, then I have them way higher. But I think the interesting one.
What if we just burn Roma at the stake? It's
no,
like,
I'm just
he's like the
when you look at the
To
three.
be fair,
The three other teams.
they all want Roma, right?
If I'm Bayern Munich, I want Roma.
sorry, if we're being fair, no disrespect to the people who won it 5 times, there is one tremendous team in Real Madrid. There's a very good team that's very well rested in Bayern Munich.
Yep.
And then there's a gap, and then comes Liverpool, and then comes Roma. It's not as if we've got, you know.
That's exactly what I'm saying. But I do think that Bayern Munich and Liverpool can cause teams problems. Roma, they need to have a complete performance in both legs, which they did, especially the second leg, to allow them to advance. And that's very tough to do against this quality.
They have the best keeper left in the competition. There, let me grasp
Let's be
on
honest.
this.
And who you think is attractive.
He's definitely a handsome man. Allison.
Let's be honest. Real Madrid deserve to be favourites, not because of how fantastic they've been this season or this year, but because they do have the edge, but there's not a lot between the top three. I don't think there's a lot between them. Real Madrid almost threw it away. Barcelona did throw it away. And the reason these teams in Real Madrid and Barcelona, the margins are so small. So small. Are you telling me that I should be so scared of Real Madrid if Liverpool gets them in the draw? I can assure you, I am not. I'm looking at that back line, and I can't wait, if it happens, that Liverpool's front three gets after it.
How did this turn into Liverpool TV? Draw for Liverpool.
Listen, historically, you look at Real Madrid and you go, yes, they are the favourites, but they've got so many flaws, and you saw them all today. But you also saw that they do have some incredible quality. and I'll pull out the guy, Ronaldo.
So, Stevie-
there's not a lot between the
didn't have
three favourites.
Ramos either.
Roma, no question, are absolutely well behind the other three.
Who would you put your money on?
I think Real Madrid deservedly are favourites. I'm just saying they ain't that far ahead of
No, that's
Bayern
reflected in
Munich
the
and
odds, isn't it? I don't
Liverpool.
think anyone's saying they're home and hosed.
Well,
You seem to have said that. You seem to have an internal conversation with yourself over the last 5 minutes.
listen.
That people have said that.
We've just been waxing lyrical how good in the Champions League Real Madrid are, but if you're a team playing against them, I don't think they're going to be that scared.